He said it gave me confidence. He said I actually started listening when I would go to the Compassion Project and they would tell about Jesus. He said, because of the love of my sponsor, I gave my life to Jesus Christ. He said, my sponsor, sponsored me for years, letters back and forth. He said, one time they sent me the final letter. And they said, Erlon, we want to tell you that we love you and we will always remember you. We won't be able to send you any letters anymore because we're going to North Korea to be missionaries. And we can't send letters back and forth, but don't you ever think that we've forgotten you. We will never forget you. And Erlon said because of their sacrifice, he decided that he was going to start working for Compassion to help other kids that were just like him. Isn't that a great story? Isn't that amazing? Well, amazing story. So I'll try to wrap it up here. The story of the Good Samaritan is simply this. The Good Samaritan saw a dude in the ditch, naked, beat to death, all of his stuff stolen. He basically saved his life. Put him up on his donkey, bandaged up his wounds, took him to the nearest hotel, and went up to the hotel owner and said, whatever this man needs, give it to him. Send me the bill. Send me the bill. Jesus was asked the question, what does it mean to love your neighbor as yourself? Jesus said, well, there was this Good Samaritan. Took a guy off of a ditch, bandaged up his wounds, took him to a hotel, and the guy simply said, whatever he needs, send me the bill. That's what it means to love your neighbor as yourself. Isn't that interesting? That Jesus basically said, make the way. See, I can't be in Indonesia every day to make sure that Ian gets food, make sure he gets medicine, make sure he gets an education, to make sure he hears the gospel. But Compassion can. And I say, Compassion, make sure he eats. Whatever it costs, send me the bill. Make sure that he gets medicine. Whatever it costs, send me the bill. Make sure he gets an education. Whatever it costs, send me the bill. And you'd be surprised at how little it costs. Just to make a little bit more than $1 a day. It costs around $38 a month to sponsor a child. And tonight, if you sponsor a child, there's a few ways you can do it. You obviously, start sponsoring tonight by paying cash or check or credit card or whatever. But if you didn't bring money with you tonight, you can still sponsor a child. You just fill out the information and say, I didn't bring any money with me. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to send in my information. We'll send it in for you. Just fill it out back there. Say, I'll pay. I didn't bring the money tonight, but I'll pay later. But if you do pay tonight, Disciple will give you a free CD. So if you're planning on buying a Disciple CD anyway, I want to ask you instead, will you sponsor a child and we'll give you a free CD, okay? I brought 3 children up here tonight. This is a little girl, her name is Osiris. Cool name. I love the cool names. I pick out the cool names, that's how I roll. She's from Nicaragua. She's got pictures of Snoopy behind her. I don't know if you can see that. Snoopy doesn't get it all? For real? Snoopy? Come on. Okay, there we go. I saw this kid's name earlier. He's from Tanzania. He lives in an HIV/AIDS affected area, which means he desperately needs your love and support. His name is Prosper. Pretty cool. And this kid here, honestly, he reminded me of Erlon. He's about 14 years old and is wearing just, I don't know, an uncool t-shirt, I would say. And I just thought to myself, you know what? When people pass the table, they're normally looking for a kid with a cute name. We're normally looking for a kid with a cute face. This guy doesn't have a cute face, doesn't have a cute name. His name is Walter. No offense to the Walters in the room. But his name ain't Prosper. And I want somebody to sponsor Walter tonight, write him a letter and tell him how handsome he is and tell him how special he is and tell him how much that he means to you and that you're going to stick his picture up on your refrigerator every time you pass him. You're going to pray for him all the time, all right? Will you do that for me tonight, Michigan? Thanks for listening to me. I'm going to take these packets with me back to the Compassion table right now. I'm going to be hanging out for the next 5 or 10 minutes before Alive gets up here and lead you guys in worship. So would you guys care to take about 5 minutes before they play to just hang out with me at the Compassion table and just take a look at the kid? You don't even have to, you just come hang out and shake my hand, man. You don't even have to do anything. But at least just take the time and look at some packets with me tonight. Thank you for listening to me, Michigan. God bless you. The live band's coming up next.